Hello, quilters. It's good to see you. I'm going to apologize for my voice. I got a second generation cold. Let me turn on the chat to see what the comments are doing. Where's that button? Leave me a comment to let me know the comments are working. What button am I looking for? Good gravy. I have no brain cells. Let's see what is up. Okay. So, hello. I am back from my trip to Florida, and it was wonderful. Uh, I tried one of those discount airlines. It was Allegiant. I managed to get an $86 round trip flight to my friend's house. My husband dropped me off at one airport, a local airport here, not one of the big city airports. And my friend's husband picked me up at her airport. So it just really couldn't have been much better for $43. Hi, Angie. It's good to see you here. Um, so the weekend before I went on my trip, I saw the grandkids. I was teaching in Connecticut, and my husband spent the day with the grandkids, and then we all just met for dinner. So I didn't really spend much time with them, just one quick hug each. My husband spent all day with them, and that night, two of the three spiked fevers, and since then, all three have been sick. And since I only hugged each of them once, I thought I was safe, and I was. My husband was not safe. So he got sick in last Wednesday, and then I got sick when I was in Florida. But I didn't really get hit hard till I got home, and I worked really hard. So hopefully I didn't leave this there. I wasn't sharing a bed or drinking utensils or anything, which is kind of how I got this cold. So I haven't done much since I got home because I've been sick. And I'm very excited to report this is the first virus that did not require major medical intervention or hospitalization in the last 2 years. I've been able to work my way through it, so this is better. I'm doing better, but I took a couple days off, and I'm probably going to take a nap soon. I apologize for my sexy voice. I could film videos now and like, and then you move your quilt like this. I just have that really stupid voice right now. So let's see what else is new. I was in Florida, like I said, got to hang out with some friends. I didn't get my toes wet, but I got my toes sandy. We were on a beach watching the sunset, saw some flamingos, and basically just had a chill time. It was great seeing a friend who moved away from here, and she should not have been allowed to do that. But now that there's a direct flight from my house to her house, I'll forgive her just a little bit. And she lives somewhere absolutely beautiful. So I'll be going back again. Let's see. So I talked about this is going to be a quick one because nap. I need a nap. So I went to Florida. I have my second generation cold. Okay, so today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And we'll talk about that. I'm not observing Valentine's Day. Yesterday was Mardi Gras. So I bought a king cake and I made shrimp and grits for my husband. And since that was the day before Valentine's Day, we're calling that close enough. Because don't need another excuse to eat sugar or do anything major. So just a normal day here. The king cake was fun. I made a note last year. Every day, every year after Mardi Gras, my husband's like, "Oh, we should have ordered a king cake." So I made a note, ordered a king cake, and was going to pick it up yesterday. The problem with picking up yesterday was we had a foot of snow yesterday. So I picked it up on Monday, and then yesterday I made the shrimp and grits. The cake, I don't know if you've had a king cake. It has a baby in it. Baby Jesus is in it. But baby Jesus was on the cake because I live in New York, and I think it's a choking hazard, so they can't bake it in the cake. Whatever. But it was delicious. Shrimp and grits, also delicious. And I designed color blocks for Mardi Gras, but I did not come home and make it because I've been mostly in my nest and napping. But that's what one does when one has a cold. So that was Mardi Gras. I have just a normal evening plan for Valentine's Day, but I do have a quilt to show you. So let me pull it up here. Talk amongst yourselves. So I have our Valentine quilt that I'm writing the pattern on it currently, so that'll be out. Let's find this. And it's now time to think about the machine quilting on here. I'm working in my sewing room, looking forward to basting quilts and getting back to quilting. My goal is to be able to quilt and film and get back to work for the first time in a year and a half. Hold on, let me go back and see comments. Happy Valentine's Day, Belinda. I'm glad to see you here. I apologize. I was rooting for the Chiefs to win for the Super Bowl, but I did not stay awake to watch this happen. I collapsed. I just went to bed and gave up. Um, the I needed San Francisco to lose because San Francisco has 5 Super Bowl rings and the Steelers have 6 Super Bowl rings. See what I'm doing? I'm protecting our record. So go Chiefs. They went, which was great, but I didn't find out until the next day. I had things planned for the Super Bowl, but it looked a lot like I came home from the airport and went to sleep. Okay, let me share that quilt again. So this pattern is coming out. I'm in the process of writing it. You should get it in a day or two, depending on how much I nap. So what I'm thinking of now is the machine quilting on here. And I think in an earlier quilt, I've already done the a free motion heart. I'll have to look back, but I really think I would want to do a free motion heart and loops or something like that all over on this quilt because I made mine really soft colored. That it's not really going to stand up. I could do a big, the block is 17 inches. Each heart is 17 inches. So that is a really big feathered heart. And I don't think I'm going to do that. So it will be an edge to edge with hearts, but I'm going to be thinking about what that's going to look like. If you have suggestions, I would love to hear them. I have this pillow in my nest. There it is. So I think you can see there's a feathered heart on there, but I have to get the light right. I love the day after a snowstorm when the skies are bright blue and it's nice and sunny and you get great light coming in the windows. This is the best light we're going to have until like May. But there is a feathered heart on this pillow, which I think you can kind of see in there. And it is just some really fun fabric. I made this in a machine quilting club. I taught that years and years ago, making that pillow. Let's see, Dawn. Prayers to feel better, get back to work. Yes, I am. This is feeling better because this didn't go into my lungs. It's not COVID. It's just a crud cold we caught from the kids. And as long as it stays here up, I'm great. So I mean, I'm miserable like you are with a cold, but it's not that big of a deal. And Miss Viv is in the house. Happy Valentine's Day. Let's see, Belinda. Hearts with loops will be perfect. You're finishing your ho 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 finally, which was a quilt we made at Primitive Gatherings Retreat. Belinda's a friend I met there. Worked on it last weekend. I can't wait to see pics when it's done. I found mine yesterday, so it's on the list of things to be basted and quilted. So I think I'm going to, I'll look back. I'm not sure if I've done the hearts and loops. I know I've done feathered hearts in one of my classes, but I'm not sure if I've done the hearts and loops. And if I haven't, that's what's going on that quilt. So apologize yet again for getting sick, but this one will just be a couple days and it shouldn't cost me, another 18 months of my life being down. So mine are cold. It's the cost you pay for hanging out with your grandkids. And I escaped my grandkids, but my husband caught their cold and then he gave it to me. So I guess that's the price I pay for hanging out with my husband, to be more correct. So I am going to go have a cup of tea, some Tylenol, take a nap, and hopefully I'll be back to quilting in a couple days. And when I say back to quilting, I mean for the first time in a year and a half. I did actually piece a block last night. I'm working on finding some space in there. I was ready to come home from Florida and get right to work. This just delayed it for a few days. So look for another newsletter from me with that pattern. And since we're in the middle of February, start thinking about March. I'm doing a holiday quilt for March. Um, this is it's a holiday that is celebrated in the United States, but it may have its origins in Ireland if you want to start making color blocks that are green. I'm going to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. I think this is Happy President's Day weekend. I think it's Family Day in Canada. So enjoy all of the celebrations. We've had Mardi Gras, Valentine's Day, President's Day, Family Day. There's a lot going on. So celebrate it all. Have some cake for me, and I will see you next Wednesday. I will be here on Wednesday at 2:30 in the afternoon, New York time, and hopefully I'll have a newsletter out to you before then. Take care, everybody. Happy quilting.